Good day, everyone. My name is Yehuza Haruna. I'm a 500 level MBBS student, and this is the System Podcast. Here we've been dropping back-to-back content with regards to this medical system. In fact, that's why it's called the System Podcast. If you like this, it's nice for you to subscribe, like, and share to your friends, because this will help the algorithm of YouTube to help promote to more people who have not yet come across this platform. And today we'll be talking about a more or less controversial topic, which is BUMSA elections fallout, broken promises, fake manifestos, and the real story so far. And the overview of this topic is that I will simply be talking about my own experience. In fact, it might be different from what you think. It might be different from how it truly is. But this is my own experience, and I owe regards of everything I'm going to say here. It's not intended in any way to make anyone feel bad. It's not intended in any way to portray like bad image of anybody, and no names will be said along the way. However, I'll just print out my own experience. And this episode is very important. Why? Because many people don't really attach themselves to BUMSA. They don't really care about the activities and events of BUMSA. And here, some of the things I would say here will correlate and put up ideas on why all this is happening. That is one. And forthcoming election, people will love to participate. So, but it's nice for you not to go in like a neophyte like me. I don't really know how things are. I don't really know that there are so many agreements. I would come across many things. So you got to know some of these things before you even think of trying to seek for an office in the whole stuff. So the timeline of the events of the election, it started as usual with the lifting of ban after dissolving the previous administration. So the ban was lifted and we had to start campaigning. It's kind of fun. I was just making posters, flying them all around, catching fun. Everyone is doing the same. But however, only few offices were having opponents like mine, the office of the social director, the president, which have 4 different wonderful candidates, and the vice presidential office, while the rest, they are unopposed, so there's no problem to them. So we keep on pushing, and the next thing was setting up the stage for the time of the election. The whole thing was done and it was said to be online, which was also nice. And finally, some ups and downs, and then the whole thing, the election had to be postponed, and then the results have to come out. So within the events that happen in the election time, the most important part of it was the manifestation day. We got to come out and say something more of like the normal politicians way. Most of us just got to come out, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. We don't really even know how to even do it, like where to start from, what is there on ground. Most of the time it's a normal thing, like it's the drive, is the way the whole thing is. You want to win the office, you want to do what it takes to win, you just want to portray what people want to see. This is it. Mr. A wants to see this, and you are Mr. B. You do whatever it takes to portray that you can bring A. You understand? And you find people to back you up, more of like bringing up the crowd into your thing. And at the end of the day, it's this crowd psychology. And at the end of the day, people would see more people coming to you, believing you and acknowledging you. And most people will start saying, yes, this is the man. And that is what it is. I mean, I can't really bring up some of these manifestations, but it's so some of them look so absurd. It's not even achievable. It's not at all. So that aside, I just want you to realize that many will not be achieved. Many are even unachievable. They are not dreamable. You understand? This is a federal university. Starting from that, you understand? Poor school, more or less. That is what I can say. So some of the campaign techniques that were used, which is almost what is being done all the time. The medical school is just a small area, having less than 1,000 students from level 1 through 6. So you don't really have to pull up a massive campaign type, just like what is being done for the student union government campaign. So we normally default to making posters and flyers using the WhatsApp group. Some of us don't even care to go on Facebook. Personally, I didn't post anything on Facebook. So we massively use the BUMSA forum set. We promoted most of our things. So that was how most of the campaign was done. So the next thing is, let's start by talking about broken promises. Now, no promise have been broken yet. Maybe some have been. We don't know. As I said, the whole tenure is just starting, and we don't even expect any promise to be broken because we have a very good president up and doing. So you don't even expect anything to be broken. But until the end of the whole tenure reach, that's when we can come to conclusion. So there's more to also see. With regards to interviews, I did interview with the main candidates, the presidential candidates, which is on the System podcast station, which is like titled their something, and your votes, their promises, and all those kind of things. And all these people talk about beautiful things, more of like the way I told you. This is kind of like somebody wants to get something, and he just try his best to just do whatever it takes to get that stuff. And if it takes them to do, lie or all this kind of thing, people normally do it. Okay, let me delve into my own personal experience now with regards to the election of a thing. I could still remember when I come up with the whole thing. Okay, coming out for social director. Oh, wow, that's nice. Get people saying, yeah, we'll be with you, all this. Yeah, as time goes on, I didn't see anybody coming out for the same position. Then later I had to see someone came out for the same position. Okay, the person that came out for the same position was a person who I kind of know. Then I had to call him, and he was like, okay, the way this thing have been done, all the positions were shared into different classes, like 3 for my class, 3 for the other class, 3 for the other class. I was like, who did this? We don't know about this. The electoral committee did not talk about this. Nobody put this in written. And you say they did this, and you want me to step down for this position. I was like, back and forth. I'm saying this because, you might want to contest for the position of the any position in BUMSA. You don't know that there are some people that they are doing some underground thing, be like, okay, this 3 position goes to this class. Okay, we leave this because this person will come for this. Okay, this. I don't even know how I won. I did not follow all those things. They said social director position was not meant to be for our class. It was meant to be for our junior people's class. But I did not care. And after that, I guess I started making a couple of calls. I could you imagine people, these are friends, these are people I know. They had to be telling me, no, we have to do this. Don't worry, I will do as if I'm not with you. But in the realistic sense, I'm with you. Then, I don't know. So you do as if you are not with me. In the realistic sense, I'm with you. This is all what politics is all about. I was seeing politics being played real on ground, how it is, like clearly. So there is I don't know. I don't know how I'll put it. There is no clear distinct difference between the normal grassroots politicians who are just pushing to become something in universities with the mainstream politicians. The cycle is still the same, okay? Manifestations, say all the things you people want to hear. Then at the end of the day, try to meet one or two people, call them, vote for me. If it calls for giving some things, you give, all those kind of things. And at the end of the day, the voting come, the person that did the most of the good manifestation get the votes and all those kind of things. So that is clearly what it was. That it is. Like, there is no difference. Okay. Again and again, I started hearing things like, okay, the thing of structure. I never knew there is something called structure until the election time and all those kind of thing. Then I started hearing, okay, you have to join with so people, you have to click with so people. I have never been in a structure. I won without structure. You can do it too. You can do it to anyone who wants to come again. But it's very hard, actually. It's very hard because you will be clipped out. That's the reality. That's the reality. You'll be clipped out of the whole picture. You have the structure of a thing. I came to see that it's something that really help a group to really move. But, if they don't choose you in the structure, that's the problem. You definitely feel bad and all this kind of thing. Then, what was even the next thing? The whole experience is funny, matured people lying, actually. Okay, after that, okay, I'll just talk about it randomly. The election time, it's supposed to start at a particular time. I don't know why our people, we always have that problem. We want to do something, but we don't really want to put the energy to really make it so good. We want to do an online election, but even the system, the whole thing is not properly made. Nothing is in shape. Like, it's so bad that election is meant to start by 8. It started 9 or 10. Who knows? It was ComEd posting. I just missed the class. It doesn't matter because you know how ComEd is. It is always. So we were there seated. Everybody's just following the whole election process. The votes piling in, everything coming in. Later on, I was happy actually. I was leading with massive votes, and the presidential side was kind of playing around. The VP side is playing around, kind of very close race. And before prayer, there was a glitch and all those kind of thing, which people were accusing somebody of hacking. Or others were saying no, it was not hacked. This and that, all those ups and downs. Wow. Then I think they had to pause the thing. When they paused the thing, then we came back, people gathered, different this thing. They were shouting. Like, this is at the radiology department seminar room. People were shouting. People were like different things. Somebody was even videoing the whole thing, like this will be an evidence, all those kind of thing. The next thing was I had to just step in as a novice. Listen, I said, please, can we try to behave matured? Somebody wanted to slap me. I was lucky I wasn't slapped. I had to maturely just pull myself out of that. Bringing up this thing, still relating it to these political people, this is just how it is. You'd see matured people, reps, senators, but when they go, like, when it comes to, like, the decision of kind of getting the power into their hand, these guys can push. These guys can do anything. Like, that's how it is. That's how it is. So then the next aftermath was they have to be pushing here and there. Letters were being released, write-ups up and down. People were just saying, okay, we did not do this. This one will say we did this. This one will say, you understand? It has to go to the level of the student affairs. And the student affairs division were just carrying the thing, lingering the whole thing. It took time. Everything was just somehow. Then later on, from my own point of view, I was even sidelined. I was a part somebody that is contesting, but I was not even involved in most of the things. I used to hear information, patchy information. I later heard that they had to call them, come to consensus, blah, blah, and blah. you know, before they had to say, okay, this is how they will end it. And then one of the respected candidates had to just say, okay, I pull out. And after that, then they gave it to another person. For me personally, I wish they would have done it again. I wished. Yeah. And another part of this whole topic of a thing that I'm talking about, let's delve into the offices. Starting from me. Myself, I'm into the office. Never had all these experiences. I wish I had somebody better who had experience that contested with me. I would have been happy for him to be there. Same thing to other office. Like if you look at the whole of BUMSA currently, starting from the president, VP, and so these are great people, but you cannot underscore the importance of experience. You cannot underscore it. Now let's not even talk about the fact that the vice president is just coming from another school, another country, Sudan, particularly. It's so awkward for you to say a big association. I'll start undermining the association definitely, because the rules governing the association is so flawed. Things have to be changed. There's no way somebody is coming from another place, just dropping, didn't even spend a full session and will be contesting for the second biggest office. What are you coming to do? We don't know. Okay. Most of the time, look at the whole power thing. It's a natural thing. People just want to be above. They don't even know what they want to do, but they just want to be above. Kind of gather people, help them write, okay, blah, blah, blah. I'll be doing this. People push you here and there and put you there. More of like you carrying a tortoise who cannot climb on top of a ladder to go to the top of a building. Put him on the top of the building, clueless, and then wait for a particular time and bring him down from the building. This is what is happening. We need to change the narrative. We need to understand that you don't have to be at the top of a gameplay, or your name don't have to be part of history, like to make difference. You can make difference microscopically, connecting with different stakeholders to bring the difference. You don't literally have to personally be in the middle of the thing. It's not really about us. It's not really about you, me, or anybody. It's about the legacy, what you left behind, and all those kind of things. I've been in the campus for a while. You don't even know if BUMSA really exists. Last session or tenure, they tried their best to push back and forth to bring BUMSA back to life. We agree it's a very poor association, but no matter how poor it is, things can be changed. Realistic goals can be put in place. I had so many unrealistic goals. I can bet my life that they will never be achieved. Like it or not, it can't. I don't know what I could say. Even SUG cannot achieve some things, because you have to realize that anything that has been governed with policies upon policies, it's hard for you to really come down to something great out of it, because it has to follow so many protocols. And in a case whereby money is not even readily available, there's so much things that would make it to be backward. Now, people will be like, okay, who should be held accountable? The tenor is just starting. As I've been saying, many people asking, where is BUMSA? BUMSA is alive and doing well. BUMSA have been doing great things for the short period of time. Maybe you might not be seeing, but they are trying. Who is to be held accountable? I think everybody should be held accountable. Yeah, BUK as a school, you don't get to have much creative people around. This is the northern part of the country, and this is Bar University Kano, and most of the people here, you know, you don't tend to have those creative people much. And even if you have those creative people coming from the South, they don't get to have space to even talk more of even seek for an office. That's the key. That's the goal. That's the concept. So you don't, I don't know how I would put the whole thing. So you should just appreciate what you see, and other schools are doing great things, even with how backward generally federal universities are. But you cannot really expect that fully from here because of the nature of the people and all those kind of things. But we still appreciate what is going, but more can still be done. This is the as it's been called, the government of inclusivity, the BUMSA for all, right? We expect everybody to be able to like do something. It's actually a systemic thing, trying to bring BUMSA to life. It's never really easy. So let's talk about the student apathy. It's I don't even know how to start this. During the day which they did inauguration, I guess, is it 15 or 20 people that were present in a hall that could take like 200 people? We have more than 800 medical students and you have only 20 people. And most of the people were just coming because of their friends. They don't even care, like, is it BUMSA or not? Is it even up to, minus the ESCOs, 15 or 10 people, audience who were just there? So what is this? This is sending a message. This is sending a very great message. This is trying to tell you that the association is there. It's just there. You are not really hitting into the hearts of the people for them to even care about coming to even the what they call it, the inauguration program. So I don't know. But there's a lot that needs to change. As it's been said, the BUMSA for all. But we are not seeing even half of the people, more of all of them. So that's the thing. And really, I don't really have much to say with this regards. But in summary, I would like to just say this have been my experience so far. And this have been the truth for me. I can't lie about all these concepts. When I first came into BUMSA, from the election stuff, and I thought it would be more fun, though it's fun, but the lies and so many things, different candidate, die hard, people just want to, represent. People just, I don't even know what people earn from BUMSA, but actually, I just know people just want to represent my name. Like, let me be like, my name is there, this and that. Oh, yeah. Thank you as always for being here. If you like this topic, share it to everybody. That's it. Yeah. Bye.